After weeks of bad news on vaccines, a dose of good news.
From Pfizer, we'll be getting the next doses sooner.
Fresh reassurance Pfizer will meet its end of March targets, plus a new agreement to accelerate spring deliveries by 3 million doses.
So that we will receive 10.8 million doses of Pfizer between April and June, and all of our remaining doses of Pfizer in Q3 before the end of September.
But it's only February, and right now vaccines are being rationed while COVID variants spread.
But Canada is still in a delicate stage of our fight with COVID-19.
And so the border will get thicker for non-essential travel. Starting February 15th, anyone entering Canada by land will need proof of a negative test or risk consequences.
There may be substantial fines going up to as much as $3,000 or even a criminal prosecution for those who fail to produce proof of a valid COVID-19 molecular test.
A week later, on February 22nd, it gets tougher still. Travelers will have to submit a quarantine plan prior to crossing the border by land. They will also have to get a second mandatory test on arrival, then a third test near the end of the 14-day quarantine.
So we would urge you, cancel your vacation plans, stay home.
But if you won't, the list goes on. International air travelers will also face new rules on the 22nd. There's the additional mandatory testing measures like at land crossings and an expensive quarantine in a hotel.
Travelers will be required to stay at their reserved hotel for up to 3 nights at their own cost while they await the results of their arrival tests.
There is no mandatory hotel quarantine at land borders because it would be impossible to enforce. All international flights are being funneled to just 4 airports with hotels nearby. But the Canada-US border has 117 points of entry, some of them hundreds of kilometers away from a hotel. David Cochran, CBC News, Ottawa.